All right, y'all. So look, we all know that Navy Federal is definitely the house of high limits. If y'all didn't know, Navy Federal is one of the top credit unions. Honestly, not even one of the top. I looked up; they actually are the top credit union in the country. Now, there's more credit unions than just Navy Federal that's giving out funds, and I'm gonna make sure that I make a video for other banks that are as good as Navy Federal after this, right? So make sure that y'all stay on the lookout for that. But I do want to go ahead and talk about my process with them, right? My experience with them and my experience that I help other people with as well too. So the way that I got into Navy Federal, y'all, was actually from a friend, right? So I'm sure that you guys heard of the play where you could go ahead and call them, say that you got somebody that was in the military or passed away, da da da. Like it's 2024 now. This stuff done been on YouTube and all floating around social medias. Y'all gotta think about it. These people are normal people just like us that be on YouTube just like us. So of course they're gonna understand, that people are using that trick, right? So you gotta be able to get into Navy Federal. Honestly, right now, what I'm seeing the easiest way is by having somebody that's in there. And that might not be the easiest, right? Because you got to be careful who you giving out your Navy Federal code to, because if somebody do wrong by it, right, they can not only take their account, but they could come to the person who was the sponsor for that account. So that's why I'm always like, if you ain't really family, I ain't really trying to get at. So make sure that you could get in there or just ask around in your contacts, right? Somebody has Navy Federal, somebody probably been a family member, or for some people are literally selling their codes, right? Selling their code to go to help you get into Navy Federal. So that's gonna be the easiest way, right? If you still want to go ahead and play the phone way, you gotta call them and actually talk with like some type of conviction, like, hey, you was already on the phone disconnected, they were helping you set up your checkings account. Like you got a call already closing. I was used to do forex. I used to do a lot of network marketing, and we went by this term called ABC, always be closing. All right, and that's how y'all got to play this game when it comes down to the Navy Federal. Like you got to already be saying and talking like you was already in there, right? And that's honestly gonna be your best bet outside of you getting somebody in there. But once y'all get in there, y'all, all right, it's gonna be easy peasy. I'm gonna tell y'all this one thing. A lot of times I'm gonna tell y'all this one thing. When I got into Navy Federal, I got a lot of their sticky products, and Navy Federal is honestly great for this. Okay, so you want to get sticky products, and what I mean by sticky products, like checkers account, savers account, depositing money in there. If y'all got any type of payments coming in from your job, you get the direct deposit inside of there. Do the Navy Federal pledge loan to build up your profile, right? You want to just build up your internal score. And this is another thing that I would say, right? I don't like secured credit cards. I really don't like secured credit cards. But Navy Federal has a dope secured credit card that y'all can utilize, and they go ahead and turn into an unsecured card. So you only want to go ahead and rock out with secured credit cards that turn to unsecured cards, and Navy Federal is that one. So that's the only bank I would say go ahead and rock out with it, because you want to have high limits on your file, not $200 secured cards. But back to what I'm saying. All right. After you go ahead and get in there, that's when you could pull the trigger. So I first pulled the trigger and I got this card. All right. So this is a Go Rewards card, right? I got this card and it gave me only 5K in the beginning. Okay. And I know most people getting approved at like 25K. I got students that got approved, right, for literally 25,000 off the rip. Me, that was not my experience. I had to literally go ahead and do increases every 90 days. And then I got to the point where now I have a 25K card. So that might be your pathway to getting your 25K. I just want y'all to know that everybody's situation is different. So I didn't really, get those sticky products. I just put some money in there, and that's probably why that happened. Y'all can go a different route I just gave y'all, but as long as you in there, y'all always gonna be able to win. So I had this card. Then I went on the business side. I created my business account, and that's gonna be over the phone. You don't go in person for that. And then what happened is, after like 2 weeks or so, they finally sent me my approval for this business credit card. So they gave me a good $15,000 limit on that. I'm able to go and upgrade that as well too. I utilize this for a lot of real estate as well. Got some great rewards on there, and I could be able to travel with it. So that's why I utilize that. Then what ended up happening, y'all? Yes, I got the debit card as well too. For the business, right? One of the businesses got that. So now I got a relationship on not on the personal side and the business side. And I was able to go ahead and double back and get this green card. So I'm about 4 or 5 cards in with Navy right now. Strong relationship with them, got an auto loan with them, right? And that's how I'm able to go ahead and get these high limits, okay? And remember, I want y'all to know every 90 days you do increases with Navy Fed. So I always like to get game, right? So I want to go ahead and show you guys exactly what to do with a Navy Fed card when you get it, how you guys can liquidate this card without having any type of percentages that's attached to it when you send it through a Stripe or a PayPal or whatnot, right? So this is one of the best hacks I came across with Navy Fed. I'm like, yo, this bank can get any better, right? So what I want you guys to know is that Navy Federal, outside of the credit cards that they have, right, which are amazing, okay, what you guys can also do is actually go ahead and get their Gold prepaid card. So check this out, y'all, right? That Navy Federal got a Gold prepaid card, right? And they, of course, y'all know what a prepaid card, it ain't a secure card, it's a prepaid card, it's a debit, of course, but you got to load this money up with prepaid cards, okay? So check this out. I want y'all to know that this is going to be one of the easiest ways for y'all to liquidate a credit card, your Navy Federal credit card, right? So what you'll do is you'll get the Go prepaid card, right? You'll get the mobile app, okay? And you could go ahead and do everything that you could with a regular debit. But this Go prepaid card allows you guys to load funds anytime. Check this out, y'all. With your Navy Federal debit card or ding, 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 ding. Y'all getting where I'm going with this? A Navy Federal credit card. Okay. So you guys can literally load this account up with a Navy Federal credit card. Now let's check out the spending and limits, right? So get to know your Go prepaid card and its limits. So you could do up to 3,000 a day. Okay, you can withdraw 600. All right. You can go to customizers if you want to, but the limit goes up to $10,000. So y'all can literally load this credit card up or this debit card up with $10,000, and there's no fees on activation or purchase fees on this. So y'all can literally take a 25K card, right? Liquidate this on here. You can utilize it for something that you want to make money with. Y'all could take a Navy Federal business card, right? Take the Navy Federal business card that I just showed y'all, the silver one. Load this Go prepaid card up, right, with the money, and y'all can utilize that to invest with. Okay. So this is another way that I want to show you guys how to get money off the cards. Now, that's why I show people these things, right, and these different tips and tricks, because there's a lot of hacks out here with credit. Okay, there's a lot of hacks out here, and that's why it's super important that you always sharpen that iron with iron. You stand around a fire, because these type of videos right here, these are gonna help y'all get across. I know this is gonna be able to help somebody out, y'all. So go ahead, make sure that y'all credit is situated. Like Navy Federal, they want your score to be right now, get over 700, right? Get into Navy Federal with those two different ways, whether you know somebody or you calling them, assuming the close. You might have to call a couple times and do it, but you will be able to get in there. It's not as easy as it was before, right? Build some type of relationship with them so you get higher limits right off the back, like my students did. Okay. And from there, y'all should be good to go. All right. So this is the Navy Federal Go prepaid card, and this is going to be how you guys are going to be able to liquidate y'all Navy Federal credit card specifically, right? Without having to send it through Venmo, without having to go ahead and send it through PayPal, without having to send it through Stripe and having to deal with all of those fees and whatnot. This is how y'all going to be able to liquidate these credit cards, man. So it's your guy Haggy. As always, it's a pleasure. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, right? Share this with a friend. Somebody have this right now that y'all be able to help them out with. So let's go ahead and stay active, and let's keep on running to our dreams. Your boy Haggy, and I'll see y'all soon. Let's go.